Hi, everyone. I hope everything's going well. So today we're starting Module 2, Applying English Studies Skills, and this week we're also going to begin some work toward the Module 2 essay. So if you have not yet started going through the Module 2 materials, you'll want to make sure you start doing that right now. And first we have a presentation on applying English studies by my colleague, Dr. C. And again, my thanks to her for letting us use that. And then we have my short mini lecture notes on close reading that I'd like you to consider. And of course, close reading is an important English studies skill, which many of you might have already practiced before, such as in studying literature, like in a literature class. But close reading is also important and applicable for professional settings as well. So as you read through my mini lecture, consider how close reading might be used in your own professional career. And finally, we have a short definition presentation, also by Dr. C, which helps define multimodal literacy. And so this will be important as we read Waisaki's article for tomorrow and consider how concepts on multimodality can be applicable to professional settings. And the page for the definition presentation on Canvas won't let me put it on your Canvas calendar or to-do list, so do make sure that you click on the Modules tab to find it, or just click next at the next on the bottom of the page after the mini lecture. So our assignment due tonight is the job interview question discussion. And of course, although you're not creating resumes or cover letters for this class, although we do that in a couple other classes, if you haven't taken workplace writing, EGS 215 or English 313, technical writing, those classes both have a resume cover letter project. So I encourage you to take one of those classes if you're interested in that. But for this class, though, I am asking you to think about how you can best articulate the value of English studies to a potential employer. And so the prompt for today asks you to imagine that you are in an interview with a skeptical interviewer. And so you're going to be creating a video as though you are speaking directly to that interviewer. So don't say, this is what I would say, or I would tell the interviewer this. Instead, talk to the camera as though you're talking to that interviewer. And then if you do that, you're going to be required to reply to a couple of classmates. And in this case, put yourself in the position of the interviewer responding to them. So I hope this will be good practice for you. And so this video does help you practice a skill that you will, of course, need later in our class and also throughout your professional career. So your multimodal presentation at the end of the term does require you to be creating a video presentation of your work. So if you're not comfortable recording yourself, this can give you a little bit of practice. Of course, be mindful of your surroundings, your audio levels, and if necessary, do a practice video first to make sure everything is working properly. And of course, although I think it should have been clear before the COVID-19 pandemic a few years ago, that professional work does go on remotely and through video connections, the impact of that pandemic on the workplace has definitely made the value of such video conferencing very clear. So you should expect at some point in your career to be engaging with others through video conferencing. I know I do it all the time. And so becoming confident doing that during college can help you out professionally. And so those video assignments like the one we're having today, I hope will be helpful for that. So then for tomorrow, Wednesday, we have a couple of materials for you to read through on multimodal literacies. And so first is a short website on what is multimodal literacy. And then we have an important article by Anne Waisaki titled The Multiple Media of Texts. Now, this article is a bit on the longer side, so do give yourself a little bit of extra time to go through it. But it also addresses some very important concepts on the use of multiple modes, and it does have frequent illustrations of its points with visuals, so I hope that's helpful. And one important thing we'll be considering in your first class essay at the end of Module 2 is how we might use multiple modes in professional settings in order to address a complex topic, or in this case, your complex problem. So you might keep that in mind as you're going through these materials this week. And then we have a discussion activity which focuses particularly on applying the ideas from Waisaki's article. So then tomorrow you'll also begin some work toward the Module 2 short essay, in which you'll be applying our class concepts on multimodality to your chosen complex problem, analyzing how multiple modes can be used to address that problem. So for tomorrow, you'll also need to read through the essay instructions to make sure you have a good understanding of the requirements for that. And then you'll be submitting your short essay document selections. And these documents will be the examples that you'll be using to show the applications of multiple modes relating to your complex problem. Now it'll make a lot more sense once you read through those essay instructions. So make sure you do read those thoroughly. But as you do prepare for that Module 2 essay, you also might find it helpful to watch my video discussion / explanation of the requirements and expectations for that essay. So basically, in the video, I talk through the instructions with some additional notes and explanations to help make sure that you understand what the essay requires, just like I might do if we were in a classroom, go over the instructions. So I hope that'll be helpful for you. But of course, remember to read through those instructions thoroughly as well to make sure you don't miss anything. And you can find the link to that video discussion of the essay in the text version of this announcement. So then on Thursday, we'll have some additional materials relating to our focus on using multiple modes, and you'll need to read through chapters 1 through 5 of Robin Williams's The Non-Designer's Design Book. And this is not the actor. This is a different Robin Williams, and she is a visual designer. And so Williams addresses some key points on visual design, which are very important to consider not only when creating documents, including multimodal documents, but also when analyzing them. So through Williams, we can see how visual modes can be effective for communicating. And then once you get through Williams's chapters, we have a discussion activity in which you'll put put her concepts into practice by creating your own visual and explaining it. And I do have some more detailed instructions on Canvas about that. But once you submit your post, remember, of course, to respond to a couple of your classmates. So this announcement is already very long, so thanks for bearing with me. But I will share some additional details with you in my next announcement about what comes next. And of course, if you do have any questions or difficulties as you're beginning work on Module 2, make sure you do let me know.